Hello everyone. Today the topic is cell adaptations. Under cell adaptations, we will be seeing why do cell undergo cell adaptations, its definition, mechanism and processes, and types of cell adaptations. So consider this is a normal cell. This is a normal cell. Under certain stressful condition, the cell undergo cell adaptations. Okay, and when the stress is removed, the cell goes back to normal. Okay, and if the stress is intensified, it undergoes injury. If it is mild, it will undergo reversible changes, that is, it will undergo repair and healing. And if the injury is severe, it will undergo irreversible changes, that is cell death. It may be of through apoptosis or through necrosis or any other way. Okay, cell adaptations, it may be atrophy, hypertrophy, hyperplasia, metaplasia and dysplasia. Okay, so why do cell undergo cell adaptation? The main reason is stress. Due to stress, so why do cell undergo cell adaptation? It is due to stress. Coming towards the definition, we can assume the definition through this. Under stressful condition, the adaptation or adjustment made by cell, it is known as cell adaptation. So definition, we can write it as adjustment of cell in response to stress. This is definition. Okay, and what are processes? There may be increase or decrease in size of cell. There may be increase or decrease in number of cell. There may be different phenotypic differentiation. Okay, that is there may be change in pathway of phenotypic differentiation. Okay, different pathway of change in phenotypic differentiation. And what about mechanism? The mechanism, there may be altered cell surface receptor binding. There may be synthesis of new proteins. Okay, so the definition is covered, the mechanism is also covered, and the processes are also covered. We are now left with the types of cell adaptations. We had discussed it in short. It's atrophy, hypertrophy, hyperplasia, metaplasia and dysplasia. So we will elaborate it now, starting with the term atrophy. Atrophy means decrease in size of organ. It may be due to decrease in number of cell or decrease in size of cell. Okay, decrease in size of cell is due to decrease in protein synthesis or increase in protein breakdown. Okay, atrophy, it is decrease in size of organ due to decrease in number of cell or decrease in size of cell. The decrease in size of cell is mainly due to decrease in protein synthesis or increased protein breakdown. So consider this is a normal cell, and this is the atrophied cell. Okay, this is diagrammatic representation just for understanding. So types, there are two types. It may be physiological atrophy or it may be pathological atrophy. Physiological atrophy, it is thymus and lymphoid tissue due to age. It is seen in breast after menopause, and the pathological atrophy may be due to starvation atrophy. It may be due to ischemic atrophy, okay, or there may be something called as idiopathic atrophy. So this is atrophy in short. Next is hypertrophy. Hypertrophy is increase in size of cell without change in number. It is increase in size of cell without change in number. Okay, increase in size of cell, it is due to increase in protein and increase in size of cell. Okay, increase in size of cell. Okay, it is not pre-malignant. This is an MCQ point. Hypertrophy is not pre-malignant. So the hypertrophy is not pre-malignant. Types: physiological and pathological. Physiological, it is seen in uterus during pregnancy. And the pathological hypertrophy is seen in cardiac muscle during left ventricular hypertrophy. Okay, seen in skeletal muscle hypertrophy. Okay, consider this is a normal cell. This one is hypertrophied cell. This is normal cell, this is hypertrophy cell. So this is diagrammatic representation of hypertrophy. Next one is hyperplasia. Hyperplasia is increase in number of cells which leads to increase in size of organ. Increase in number of cells which leads to increase in size of organ. So it is seen in labile and stable cells. It is not seen in permanent cells. Okay, types: physiological and pathological. Physiological hyperplasia is seen in breast and uterus due to hormonal changes, and pathological is seen in endometrium and in prostate. The condition is benign prostate hyperplasia or BPH. So consider this is a normal cell and this is hyperplasia, increase in number of cell. Okay, so the next one is metaplasia. Metaplasia, it is a reversible change. It is a reprogramming of one type of differentiated cell into another type of differentiated cell. Metaplasia, it is a reprogramming of one type of differentiated cell into another type of differentiated cell. Let's understand this with an example. it is epithelial metaplasia. In these two types, squamous and columnar. So let's see squamous metaplasia. This is respiratory epithelium. The columnar cells turns into squamous cell. The columnar cell turns into squamous cell. So this is known as squamous epithelial metaplasia. Squamous epithelial metaplasia. Let's see columnar. It is seen in gastroesophageal. Okay, this is seen in respiratory epithelium. Respiratory epithelium. Okay, next is columnar. In this, let's consider this is a cuboidal cell or any other type of cell. It turns into columnar cells. Okay, so this is known as columnar epithelial metaplasia. Columnar epithelial metaplasia. It is seen in gastroesophageal sphincter. Okay, this is epithelial metaplasia. Another example is mesenchymal metaplasia. It is of two types, osseous and cartilaginous. Osseous and cartilaginous. Okay, this is metaplasia. So we are just left with dysplasia. So the definition of dysplasia, it is a disordered cellular development. It is disordered cellular development. What kind of disorders we can see? There may be increase in number of layers. There may be disordered arrangement of cells, and there may be loss of basal polarity. Loss of basal polarity. Okay, the dysplasia, it is generally due to chronic or prolonged inflammation. Chronic or prolonged inflammation. So example, it is most commonly seen in cervix. Okay, so these are all the cell adaptations.